let's move into the Dolphins. And I feel like every second game that we speak about these days is a Queensland or a Queensland derby somewhere, or someone's playing someone, but it is the Dolphins first up. They have won a very tight contest against the old Titans last week in extra time. They did help me pick the card, so massive shout out to the Dolphins. But they are taking on the Penrith Panthers this weekend. But let's look at this lineup. You've got Cody Nikorima, Jermaine Asako, Ewan Aiken, the Hammer coming back from his origin heroics over those 3 games. You've got Tessie New, Isaiah Katoa, Sean O'Sullivan, or as you like to say, Nathan Cleary 2.0. We'll talk a bit more if we think Nathan Cleary 1.0 will play in this game. You've got Jesse Bromwich, Harrison Graham, Kenny Bromwich, Felice Kafusi, Mr. Connolly Lemu, Ray Stone, Herman SASA, Mark Nichols, Anthony Milford, Jared Wallace, with Josh Kerr in the 18th man, the cult hero, Mr. Valance Taware, Poa'asi Famasuli, Branko Lee, and Big Kurt Donahue in the 22 jersey to round out the extended bench. No, Jeremy Marshall-Kinney is still dealing with his AC joint injury. We'll see how that one goes over the next couple of weeks, but we do hope he gets back because they are a much better side with him in it. And thank you again to him and his partner Simone for the fins that are signed.
No, it's not even him. No, it's not him. It's Simone. It's all Simone. Simone, mate, love to. I wish I could send you some flowers because I don't have your address, but, mate, I think you need the whole Amazon rainforest for the gifts that we received from your family. It was much appreciated, and as I currently speak, it is currently getting framed and put on my wall at this current time. So I'll have it for years to come, and every time I'll bring people over, like, you see that? See that? Jeremy Marshall King signed that. I was there. But nonetheless, look. Good squad. I can't back them. Their pack's always good. Moving forward after this game, they've got the Dogs away, Knights at home, you guys away, Tigers away, us at home, Warriors at home for the last match day of the round of the season, should I say. So really, they got 20 points. I can see them picking up 2, 4, 6. 8 points, so 28 points. So gives them a top 8 finish for them, which will be at a great first for a new squad to finish in the top 8. That's an A++, no extra plus for them, but it'll be a good report card for them moving forward.
What would you give them? Let's say they don't make the top 8, because I think they will struggle.
I still put
a B plus A minus around there.
I'll put an A plus. If you finish from 9th to, let's just say 12th, and your points off the top 8 are within 4, I'll give you an A plus. If you're 4 points away from the top 8, that's a plus for me, given that this is your first year in the NRL. Given that the Tigers have had 23 or 22 seasons before this year and are coming last. So
let me ask you this question, just a quick one before I throw it over to you to the Panthers. And you don't have to go too much into depth, but just something that came through my head as you were speaking. It's their first season. Everybody completely wrote them off. They were favourites for the wooden spoon. Everyone said they're done, they're dusted, they don't have enough depth. They make the top 8. Are we talking Wayne Bennett for Coach of the Year contention?
No, you
can't. If this team that was paying $1.10 to win the wooden spoon goes on to make the top 8,
it's Warriors. It's Warriors. Andrew Webster. He'll get.
I'm not saying he's going to win it, but you'd have him in the top 3.
I put him in a top 3 because it's Wayne Bennett. Purely the first year, no depth, as you said, written off, not by me. I had him in. Where they're currently at the moment, I have them where I had them. So, you probably put them. You probably put at the current as it stands. If this comp was to finish as now, we're voting on who is Dally Coach of the Year. You had to pick a top 3. Andrew Webster's a shout. Wayne Bennett's a shout, and you probably put
Broncos.
Kevy. You put Kevy in there. Or? It's
They
hard.
didn't
It's
make the 8
hard.
last year. They didn't make the 8 and are in the minor premiership spot with
Yeah,
their bye.
but it's hard to. I know, looking at hindsight, you probably put Ivan Cleary if Panthers go the 3-peat. If Panthers went the
Well,
3-peat
it's based on round 1 to
I,
27.
I know, but like in hindsight, you could say, "Oh, Ivan Cleary should have been coach of the year because no team's done a 3-peat, let alone a 2-peat."
Funny how you didn't think that when he was on for a 2P when you wanted your coach to get it. That's interesting.
Nah, because look, like the Roosters did it, the Broncos did it, so it's like, we won't touch on that. But Daddy needed Daddy needed it, and Daddy wanted it.
Baxter will be an interesting one. Like I said, I think if he can get a top 4 or a top 8 in Webster, he probably goes down arguably as the coach of the season, especially in the eyes that we've spoken about since round 3 or 4 when they started to hit their straps. But talk to me about this Penrith Panthers side. They are looking more and more like the team that can go back to back to back. They are sitting top of the table. However, they will drop when Broncos have their bye. Nathan Cleary is the big one there on the extended bench. Will he play? Will he not? Talk to me about the lineup and give me your thoughts on Nathan Cleary.
Yeah, you got Dylan Edwards, some bloke on the wing. Mate, I can't even pronounce your name. Get an English. All right, get a white name, and we'll move forward so I can speak it. Again, English is my first language, so will give me a green card pass for that one. But Dylan Edwards, your mate, Isaac Turk, Stephen Crichton, Brian Toto, the roundabout to make up the back 5. Jerome Luai in Chill Daddy and Jack Cogger in the halves pairing. Moses Leota, Mitch Kenny, James Fisher-Harris, Scott Sorensen, Liam Munn as AEO to make up the pack. Sonny Luke, Lindsay Smith, your bloke, who's tipped to score a try this game. Spencer Linu and Jamin Salmon to make the bench. Zach Osking.
Sorry, before you get on to the extended bench, you say he's tipped to score a try. Do you follow the Penrith Panthers on TikTok?
No.
So they had about a minute and a half video where they went through 90% of the first graders and they had, what's your try going to be if you're scoring try July? Lindsay wasn't included in the video.
Well, that's because I know he's already going to celebrate. And look, Lindsay, if you're watching this, and I know he does because he's a big fan. He's probably our top 1%ers of fans, and I hear he's going to do the Guffarino in a sort of a FU to the other Westie team. Sorry, but nonetheless, Zach Hosting to make the 18 jersey. Matt Heisenuser, Luke Gardner, Tyron Pitchy, Tom Jenkins, Jesse McLean, and Nathan Cleary to round out the extended bench. I'm tipping that Nathan Cleary doesn't play. Don't play this game. It's not worth it. I think he should have the rest of the year off until 2024.
Relax.
He doesn't need to play. He can. You know what? He could just chill. And if Panthers make the grand finals, do an Origin-like performance. Daddy gives you the phone call. Nathan, I need you to play. Puts on the boots, wins Clive Churchill again, and seals the deal for a 3-pick for the Panthers. But no, I don't have him playing this game. I think another week on the sidelines, resting that hamstring, will do him good, especially the week after they got the Dogs, and then against the Sharks at home to the Storm, away to the Manly, Titans again away, home to Eels, home to the Cowboys on the last day. So, look, apart from this game, we'll include this game, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to give him 8 points. I'm going to give him 8 points as a guaranteed win. That's not including against us because they'll probably rest all their first graders and they'll bring out a New South Wales comp side, which will be good for us so we can get into the top 4. But nonetheless,
the top 4.
For us, yeah. I'm just talking hypothetically here with all our wins that we lead on into the end of the year. So, mate, we could win the minor premiership the way I'm talking. So, but at the moment, I've got Panthers.
It's not happening.
Oh, hey, we've seen bigger things happen. Hey, was it Greece? Greece 04 Euros.
You're not winning the minor premiership. Relax. Keep going.
I've got Panthers winning 1-12 here. I don't think Nathan Cleary makes a return. I made that judgment before today, where not only you but other media reports were like Nathan Cleary. Some were like, "Oh, he's going to return," and then a lot says he's not returning. So, I just had him just rest and chill. He can just chill at home, put his feet up, make a couple of TikToks for us, and make some money that way. But nonetheless, what do you think, Tony?
I did get a message this morning. It was saying that he wasn't going to play, and I did send that across to you. And I think there's a big thing where, like you said, the Penrith Panthers sit there now and they go, if you ask Nathan Cleary, he's ready to go. He can do the job. They had the members only signing. He got through training. So I wouldn't be shocked if he did come into this squad because I think he can do the job. But I think given the extent of how long that injury was, no disrespect to the Dolphins, it'd be silly to bring him back in this game where it's not a game that you need to win. Now, if the Panthers were sitting 8th and they had to win this game to make sure their momentum kept going, you're going to put him in, you're going to play him. But this is a game where I think Cogger, Luai, To'o, Critter, Targo, Taruva, and Edwards, that back line has enough in it where they can get the job done. You don't have the forwards that will put them on the front foot. So I hate agreeing with you, but you want to change your tip to 13 plus so I can go 1 to 12? Because I think the Panthers do get the job done. However, this lovely team on my hat right here, we know not to take the Dolphins lightly when they play in Queensland because that's what we did in World Cup.
You got rolled.
They are a good team, the Dolphins.
Like a
they
sausage
are
roll.
moving well. I think if I knew Cleary was 100% out and Jeremy Marshall-Kim was playing, I'd probably lean towards the Dolphins. But without Jeremy Marshall-Kim playing, with the chance that Cleary somehow comes into this lineup, even if he doesn't, I'm going to go with the Panthers 1 to 12. And I'm going to agree with you here, Baxter. I think we both go 1 to 12, and I think Penrith get the job done, and they keep pressure on Brisbane for that minor premiership race. As you said, Brisbane will move ahead with that bye, so they'll keep pressure on